I believe Klitschko will go ahead with a rematch, so we are looking at dates. The Principality Stadium is not really available in November because of the rugby, so 28th of October is the option. Most of December is available, but I don't really want to go that late. Josh has a bit of a sore shoulder. Klitschko has had a tough fight. His face was bashed up. You have got 2 more weeks in May, all of June, and after that, they will be thinking, right, let's get back in camp. Even if you started back in camp in August, then you have September and October, so the end of October can work. For Cardiff, that date is an option, and also December, but I don't really want to go into December. So we are looking at the MGM in Las Vegas, China, and Dubai as options too. We are probably going to put a exception request in to fight Klitschko. Then it's up to the IBF whether they grant it. One of the things that is important is that if Sauerland object to that, but if Joshua are stripped of the title, then Pulev would have to fight Carlos Takam for the vacant belt. Sauerland don't want to object. I speak to Kalle Sauerland all the time, so I'm confident it will get worked out. We are presuming Klitschko wants the rematch, and that is what I believe. I believe he will. Those are the words of Eddie Hearn. He's talking about the situation with Anthony Joshua, obviously, whether Klitschko is going to take the rematch. He says at the moment it's looking likely that he will. And there's a possibility that the IBF could strip Anthony Joshua and allow Kubrat Pulev and Carlos Takam to fight for the vacant belt. Now, he may feel like he's friends with Kalle Sauerland and does a lot of business with him. If I was in Sauerland's shoes, I'd be pushing for Joshua to get stripped. Because I like the chances, I like Kubrat Pulev's chances a lot better against Carlos Takam than I do Kubrat Pulev against Anthony Joshua. So if Sauerland has got any, any wisdom to him at all, he's going to be pushing for Joshua to get stripped. And going by what happened to Tyson Fury when he was forced to take the rematch with Wladimir Klitschko, the IBF should be stripping Anthony Joshua. That's what they should be doing. Why wouldn't they give Tyson Fury an exception? To fight Wladimir Klitschko in a rematch. But yet they want to give Anthony Joshua an exception. There should not be no double standards there, people. Yeah. They did what they were supposed to do against Fury. Yeah. They were supposed to strip him because he didn't fight his mandatory and he signed up to this rematch. Well, they should do the same with Joshua. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about the situation. Do you want to see this rematch with Anthony Joshua and Wladimir Klitschko? Personally, it's a good fight, but I don't think Wladimir Klitschko can do much more than he did the first time around. Maybe people will say, well, he could have pressed the action a little bit more against Joshua when he had him hurt and when he dropped him. But other than that, I don't really see much that he can do. Whereas Joshua, I think Joshua can make a hell of a lot more improvements than Klitschko can. And I think Joshua knows what he needs to do, particularly looking at the fight back. He knows what he needs to do now to win the fight in an easier fashion. And I think the nerves affected Joshua a lot more than they affected Klitschko, the pressure of the event, the magnitude of the event. So I think Joshua will improve a hell of a lot more in the rematch than Klitschko will. I don't think Klitschko can fight any better in a rematch. In fact, he may even fight worse. He took a lot of punishment in that first fight, and that punishment puts years on you. So, I don't know. I think that the rematch will likely end with Joshua winning by stoppage in an easier fashion. But you never know. It could end up with Klitschko winning. It's very possible. Anyway, let me not waffle on for too long. Let me know how you feel about everything I talked about in this particular video. It's happening. I'm out.